Hey guys, so tonight we're going to be playing some more of the Crew 2, and this week's live summit is called Road Samurai, and I'm pretty sure it is the last live summit for the current episode of the Crew 2. The way this game works is there's 2 episodes every season. Each episode is about 2 months, so every 4 months we get a new season. That's about 3 seasons a year. They started doing seasons in this game actually right after I got it. This game came out in 2018, and towards the end of 2020, when I was still streaming on my old channel, um, they uh, they started the new seasons, and yeah, I think right now we're on season 7, episode 2, which is called Blizzard Rush. So next week we should have the new one. So this should be the last live summit for this week, Road Samurai. Also, Engineer Main, welcome to the stream. Questionable first message there. And yeah, these are the Summit vehicles. I don't think I have any of those, but I'm not going to buy them. I definitely don't have enough money for that right now. So yeah, I guess we'll head into the Summit and we'll see how this goes tonight. It's kind of late, but I just woke up not too long ago. My schedule was really kind of thrown off this weekend, and it got worse as the weekend has gone on. I don't have school on Mondays, so today was like just another weekend day for me. Basically, yesterday, um, I streamed Evil West from like 2 until 3, and then I hopped on Siege, and there was no one on at first, so I was literally solo queuing Siege, and then I don't know what happened, but people started getting online, and then I ended up not streaming, but I was playing Siege off camera for about 9 hours yesterday, last night, this morning, whatever you want to call it. I played Siege from 3 until 12. Um, and one of the main things I remember is that I started like trolling on the official Siege Discord or something, just like something to do in between rounds. Um, and I started like getting people from Discord to join us. So we ended up playing with like a ton of people last night. I had to reprune the group and everything, kick out all the inactive accounts. It was pretty crazy. And yeah, I played Siege for 9 hours straight off camera, which I haven't done in like forever. And then yeah, and then I slept for 13 hours. So I've only been awake for a few hours now. I basically just had dinner and stuff, and now it's time to stream some Crew 2. So let me get the hashtag here. Uploads and streams. TC2 Monday. Now my schedule should be back to normal tomorrow because I need to basically force myself to go to bed again after this stream. Get a few hours of sleep, wake up for class tomorrow, and then back to a normal schedule until like Friday. Looks like Engineer Main sent a hashtag here on Discord as well. Spy Main on Discord, is that your new Discord username? Your name used to be Recruit Main. You've actually been watching me, I think, for like 2 years. First you were Recruit Main, then you were Engineer Main on YouTube, which it looks like you still are, and then you're Spy Main on Discord. I forgot what your PlayStation name was. We used to play Siege. Anyways, let me hop on stream now. I'll see what you're saying in chat. And yeah, hopefully this goes well tonight. Looks like I got silver last week for the summit. We got a platinum vehicle this week. I'm not gonna get it because I never get into plat in this game. But that's kind of cool. And then all the upcoming weeks we can't see what we're getting because we gotta wait for the new episode to start, which is like tomorrow because it says 15th to the 22nd. It's technically the 14th now. So this is like we're in the last 24 hours of the season here. Last 18 hours, it says. Okay, we do get to try out the platinum vehicle, in a forced street race there, so that'll be cool. Okay, Engineer Main says, bring back Minecraft streams, please. Also, I just started working out. Gonna get strong. Just started working out. I've never been a working out guy. I have a high metabolism though. Like, uh, I'm a pretty unhealthy person. For dinner today, my only meal of the day, since I just woke up and I'll be going to bed again soon, um, I had a Hungry Man microwave meal. It was like chicken and like mashed potatoes or something. Not necessarily super unhealthy, but not really healthy either. Um, I had some leftover cookies I had from McDonald's and a Dr. Pepper. That was my meal for the day. I don't even know the last time I had a healthy meal. The only time I eat healthy now is when I go home, like when I'm with my parents and I'm not at college. Like at college, I never eat healthy. Like I'm never eating anything fresh or anything. We have a restaurant that I do go to quite a bit, but like whenever I go there, I get like chicken fingers or a burger or something. I never eat healthy anymore. I'm such an unhealthy person, but I still am physically fit, so yeah. I don't know if I really need to work out. Engineer Man says McDonald's sells cookies. Y'all lucky up there. It's all Big Macs down here. Well, we got lots of Big Macs too, but yeah, we have something called McCafe. Do you guys have that in the US? I feel like that's only a Canadian thing actually, but it's not like a separate store, but like when you go to McDonald's, like if you're getting the regular stuff like burgers or whatever, that's just like regular McDonald's, and then they have the McCafe stuff. So if you go and you get coffee, or if you get um, like muffins or any sort of pastries or cookies or something, that's all McCafe. You do have that in the U.S.? Okay. Because yeah, McCafe basically competes with Tim Hortons. Tim Hortons is a huge like fast food chain in Canada that does like breakfast type stuff and like coffee. They don't have like burgers or anything at Tim Hortons, but they have like donuts, coffee, cookies, muffins, that sort of stuff. Like I think Tim Hortons probably is more popular in Canada than McDonald's is. Like literally, McDonald's is really popular, but I think Tim Hortons is even more popular. So McCafe is basically competing with Tim Hortons. Canadians love their Tims. Would be awesome if you started VR streaming. VR streaming. I thought about getting a VR. I wanted to get the new PSVR 2, which is like the new VR like for PS5 and everything. But it starts at like $800 Canadian. Like that's literally insane. Like the PS5 in Canadian is supposed to be only 400 bucks, 500 bucks if you get the disc version. My parents basically got me my PS5 as a birthday gift. I had to wait a few months for it because they basically got it right at the end of summer, like right before I started college. And I think they paid like a grand for it. That's what most people are paying. Even in the US, people are paying over a grand just for the digital edition of the PS5. Mine has the disc thing in it. That's because they didn't even have the digital one. Um, I rarely play games on disc anymore, but I do have a few games on disc, so it's actually nice to have that because there's a lot of old PS4 games that I have on disc, so it's good that I have that on my PS5. But anyways, the old VR, the old PlayStation VR, you can get one for like 200 bucks now, but the new one is like 800. And like they're probably not out of stock. I can't imagine a bunch of people going and buying that, so you can probably just go to the store and actually get one for 800 bucks, but like still, like that's so expensive for a VR. Like it's not like I'm getting another console. I'm getting something to add on to my console. It's just not worth it. You should buy Oculus Quest 2. It's like 400 to 500 USD. Yeah, but Oculus you can only use on PC, right? Like I could buy VR games on my my laptop and maybe hook that up, but I'd rather do it through PlayStation because with PlayStation you can get like the special controllers and stuff, and there's a bunch of VR games that I already have on my PlayStation that I've got for free from, PlayStation Plus or whatever. Like if I did get a VR, I would have tons of games to play. I have like probably 20 VR games in my library that I'm not able to play. Engineer Man says I got mine for 500 bucks. You got the new or your PS5 for 500 bucks, not the VR. PlayStation gives an email that you can buy it and stuff for like 500 USD. You don't need PC. You're talking about the Oculus? You can use the Oculus with PlayStation? Or you just don't need to hook it up to anything. It's just like its own thing. Yeah, I don't even know how that works. There's all this like different VR stuff. One of the main things I've heard about VR is that like it's really cool like at first, but like most people don't sit down and play, VR games every day. They use it like a lot when they first get it, and then it kind of sits around and you don't use it. Or they use it whenever a new VR game comes out, and then it's kind of like people are still playing non-VR games a lot more than VR games, even if they have a VR. You don't need to hook it up to anything. All right. Well, I did want to get the PSVR 2. I'll maybe wait like a few years until it's cheaper. If I can get it down to 500 bucks, I'd probably buy it. If I can buy the new PSVR 2 for $500, I would do that. Um, and then yeah, I could probably figure out how to do that in here. I kind of have like a small room in here because it's, my college dorm, but I could move this chair out of the way and then I have a decent space here where I'm sure I could set it up and then I could probably have my face cam on and everything too. And then I would just be streaming as normal basically, but I'd be like standing up or whatever. I'd have the headset on and then yeah, like you guys on the stream would see what I'm seeing, but I'd be wearing the VR and then I would just have a face cam that would just show me, I guess. That's how most YouTubers do it. It's definitely something I would want to do, but like it's just too expensive. And the regular, like the old PlayStation VR, I don't even know if you can use it on PS5. I think you need the PSVR 2 for PS5. Not too sure on that, but I would want the new one anyways. Because the original PSVR came out in like 2016. I'd want the new one. Imagine the face cam inside the headset. Yeah, that would be weird. That'd be more of like a forehead cam. I'm sure it would work the same. Like on my TV, it would probably show what you guys are seeing. I'd be wearing that my VR headset. So I don't know if I would see my own face cam on my VR. Probably not, but it's possible. Because with my new PS5 setup, whenever I stream, it's just you guys are seeing exactly what I'm seeing, like on my TV screen. So it's just I just have the game open and then the face cam is just overlaid onto it. So on VR, I don't exactly know how that would work. But yeah, anyways, it's in the future when I can get one for cheap. I'll look into it again, but yeah, I'm pretty sure it starts at like 800 bucks Canadian for the PSVR 2. With tax, that'll be almost $1,000. It's just not worth it for me for something that I'm not going to use that often. But yeah, it would be fun doing VR streams. I'd probably play on it off camera too. It'd also be fun to do like when you have friends over and stuff. Be something to do. That'd be fun to do while drunk actually. Get drunk and then hop on the VR. Might make you nauseated actually, I don't know. But yeah, it could be fun. Anyways, I'm gonna start doing some races here. There's 3 races that I can't do because I don't have any of these cars. One's a drag race with the 370Z. That is weird. I don't know who uses a Nissan 370Z for drag racing, but that's a thing, I guess. We also have a street race with the Eclipse Star Edition, whatever that is, and a touring race with the Skyline GTR. I guess there's a touring version of that, which I also don't have. There's a drift event. I like suck at drifting, so I'll give this a try, but we're probably not going to pass it. We do have a street race I can do for 400,000 followers. And of course the forced race here with the special Lancer, whatever they're calling it, Samurai Edition or whatever. Let's start with this. Hopefully will go well. Engineer Main says I would probably buy it just to play Minecraft, to be honest. And RTX. What do you mean by RTX? This is called the Black Knight Edition. It's pretty cool, actually. Yeah, Minecraft on VR would be fun.
3,
RTX is like,
1.
that's one of the graphics cards by GeForce. Pretty sure I have an RTX in my laptop. I used to have a 2018 Acer Nitro 5. It had a GTX 1050, I think, which at the time was great. But like the graphics cards get updated like literally like more than once a year, so my old GTX 1050 was not holding up anymore. My new 2022 Acer Nitro 5 has a RTX 3050, I'm pretty sure. But they're on to like the 3080 now, so I don't know, it goes up by like tens. Alright, so far so good. This is a pretty built Lancer here. The Evo 10. I'm not sure why Mitsubishi stopped doing the Lancer. This was like their only cool car. All Mitsubishi has now is like hybrid SUVs. Pretty dead company too. I rarely see any Mitsubishis on the street anymore. They don't have any sort of cool cars at all. And they stopped doing the Lancer back in like 2015, so they stopped making this car and that's been like 8 years now. They have nothing nothing cool anymore. Alright, this thing's pretty fast. Drives nicely. Sounds good too for a 4-cylinder. Ah, crap. Screw that one up. I'm getting passed by a Miata right now. This isn't acceptable. There we go. What the heck? How did a bot get over there? I think that was a glitch, because it was like respawning and despawning or something. There was no way that a bot would already be ahead of us, unless he fell down the hill and like skipped multiple checkpoints. That doesn't make any sense. This race is almost done. Just keep grinding it out. The farther I am from the bots, the more points I'll get here. Definitely not gonna... I won't even be able to get into silver probably this week because there's 3 races I can't do, plus a drift event, which I'm gonna do terribly on. So points don't matter that much, but I still wanna got a decent amount here on the races I can do. See what we have for this. 57,000, okay. That's fine. Everyone that did this race was using the exact same car, so I'm fine with that. Alright, let's go with this other street race next. We got a lot of followers from that one. Looks like Engineer Main left, so I'm not sure what he was talking about there when he said RTX. But I take it he's into Minecraft. He was also telling me to stream Minecraft again. It's actually been almost a year since I did that. I'm pretty sure it was back in April. I think it was back in April of last year. I don't remember if it was before or after I got banned in April, because there was one point that on my main account I got banned for 2 months in April until June from Musty. And when I was streaming Minecraft, I don't remember if that was before that or after that, because I know when I was banned on my main, I had to stream on my alt account. So I was streaming on my alt for like 2 months, and I was playing a lot of different games that, you know, like where the progress didn't necessarily matter or anything. So I think I might have been doing Minecraft on my alt account. I might have. Also looks like all of my street parts are in the M8 No Rules edition, so I guess we'll just use this. But yeah, either way, I was streaming Minecraft in April last year. I think I did 4 or 5 streams on it. So it was throughout the month. But I'm pretty sure we used the same world for all the streams. So it was either all on my main account or all on my alt account. So it's possible that I was streaming that in March too, or May if I was doing it later. But yeah, I do remember streaming Minecraft. It was sort of fun. Wasn't getting a ton of views, but we had people playing and stuff, so maybe I will bring Minecraft back at some point. There was a period like a few weeks ago where I was playing a little bit of Minecraft off camera. I was going back and looking at some of my old worlds and stuff. I used to play Minecraft all the time. From when I was like 10 until I was like 13, I used to play Minecraft like all the time. Oh crap, come on. Whatever nitrous I have on this car is pretty awesome. It sounds really cool. Oh my god, I'm driving like a total moron right now though. This car doesn't handle as well as that Mitsubishi I was just in. Just playing Need for Speed Heat 2 nights ago, so I have to get used to the difference in handling in this game. And then 2 nights from now I'll be back onto Need for Speed Unbound, which is also very different. It's the problem with playing all these racing games. They all are a lot different. And it screws me up. That's the end of that race. It was a quick one. Yeah, that was a less than 2-minute race. 51,000 points. I actually did better with the Mitsubishi, so... Yeah, this M8 No Rules edition is alright, but handling isn't that great. That was some pretty tight city racing there. I guess we'll try Drift next, and we'll see how it goes. I don't know, yeah, I don't know how this will be, but we'll see. We'll see if I can even pass it. Get the money. Money's important. Airport Terminal E. Doing some airport drifting. So yeah, my best drift car. Well, actually, I don't even know if this is my best drift car, but this is where all my parts are at. These would both be stock, so I guess that the creator's DeLorean DMC-12 Autodrift is actually a lot better at drifting than this Acura NSX. In a street race, this would destroy the DeLorean, but I guess drifting, this is better. This probably has some upgrades in it, so it's up to 190. I don't know if this is stock. But I've had this car since I got this game because it was a part of the Gold Edition or whatever. All of these cars I've unlocked somehow for free. I never bought any drift car. So anyways, we're using a 2002 Skyline GTR here. We're going to be drifting it up, and hopefully it goes well.
2, 1.
Oh god. The drifting in this game is so weird. It's pretty smooth, but like it's extremely hard to control, like way harder than Need for Speed. It's also way harder to get points. Like you gain points so slowly. I don't know how people do it, honestly. Like, especially people that are going for like high scores and stuff on this, like I don't know how people rack up like a ton of points. Because it's so difficult to get points. And when you crash into a wall, I think you lose multipliers and stuff like that. It works the same in Need for Speed. Getting a lot of points right now, but trying not to crash and lose all of them. Yeah, tapped the wall there. So does that take any points off? I don't know. It just seems like the amount of time they're giving me is not enough to make how many points it wants. Like, I don't even know if I've ever even passed a drift event before in this game, let alone just getting the bare minimum or whatever. Like, some people are probably getting tons of points on this. I don't understand it. If you ask me, like, I'm not doing amazing at this, obviously, but, like, I'm drifting. This car is going all over the place here. The drifting is happening. So I don't know how it's not good enough for a pass. Like, this is some serious drifting. Like, this kind of stuff in real life would be crazy. I like how those people jumped out of the way, even though I hit the wall. So I'm gonna guess, yeah, the requirement was 40,000. I just got over 20,000. Like, even if I got double the amount of points there, I would have just barely passed the requirement. There's no way I'm gonna get that done. Just cannot do drifting in this game. Okay, I guess we're moving on to the skills already then. We'll go with the speed trap first, why not? The Magnificent Mile. Gonna want my drag car for this, not the drift car. Imagine doing this in a drift car. That is crazy. Here's my drag car. We got some upgrades in this thing recently. It's at 398 out of 400 now. It's so close. I need like 1 or 2 more parts, I'm pretty sure, and then this will finally be maxed. I've needed this to be maxed like forever. Go back as far as I can here. Alright, right here. Let's launch it. Oh god, hit a civilian. Just keep going. No. Oh my god, I got stuck on the sidewalk there, that was bad. No, we're not accepting that. We need way more. Need to redo that with a lot more speed. I'm also turning around so I can do this faster. I smacked into a civilian there and then I was stuck on the sidewalk. My car got stuck on something and it slowed me down way too much. I was retarded. Oh crap. Just went out of the radius. Whoops. I remember when it used to respawn you. Oh, it still does respawn you. That's annoying as hell. When you go out of the radius and then it respawns you, that's honestly the stupidest thing ever. So dumb. Reversing this car, it goes like 30 miles per hour, so I need to just turn around and drive the stupid thing backwards. Turning around in this car is an issue in this game, so I don't really like doing this, but do what we gotta do. Alright, come on. Why did I slow down so much? I was going almost 300 there, and the car slowed down. Nah, I need to try getting 300 on this. What the hell's the problem? What made it slow down? I didn't crash into anything there. What the hell's the problem? Oh my god, I went out of the radius again. Go back. See how hard it is to control this thing? This car, dealing with this car is like dealing with the most retarded person possible. That's what it feels like trying to use this thing. Oh my god. I can't slow down enough to go back in the radius. It puts you all the way back to the menu, like it's so annoying. It's so stupid. Doing this one last time. Alright, we're starting from here. If I smash into a civilian, I'm just gonna absolutely rail them. I'm not letting anyone get in my way here. Just go for it. Hit 300. Oh my god. Alright, we're done. We're done. Go hit it at a mediocre speed so I can just get out of here. Wow, that's hilarious. I actually just beat my score there. That's hilarious. Maybe it is better to not go all the way back. If you don't crash into anything, you just do the half length, you can actually do better. Wow, that's literally insane. Okay. We're doing escape now. St. Mary. This in the water? Yep. Let's do it. We need to drive the hell out of this boat. Just go down the river as far as we can. Out of my way, you moron. What the hell? Why did it respawn me when this idiot's in my way, being a total retard? What is he doing? This turn is gonna kill me, oh my god. I'm trying to look at the map to see like what's coming up. Most of the time I'm able to just keep going straight here, just blast the nitrous and we're fine, but there's a lot of really wicked turns and they will kill your boat. Circle's catching up, keep going. That bridge would have killed me anyways. Alright, almost 4,000 yards there. It's not that bad actually. How many points did I get? Only 49,000? Jesus. Should have got more from that if you ask me. Alright, last but not least we have low altitude, so we'll see how this goes. Yosemite. Great, it's one with trees. I hate whenever there's trees when on a low altitude. Because then I can't actually fly that low. Or I'm going to crash. I like when you get to do these in the desert or above water or even above a highway. As long as there's no trees, then it's great, but if there's trees I can't actually go down that low, so I'm gaining points way slower. Okay, we can kind of go down here. We've got like a nice river. There's trees everywhere though still. And these bridges. Imagine trying to go under the bridge. They probably want you to do that. Some people probably can. I can't turn my plane fast enough to get under there, so... We hit the requirement. That's good enough for me. Should I try going under this? Actually, no, the fin on the back of my plane is too high for me to do that. I'm on the water right now. Do you still get points for that? Hopefully I got some extra points from that. Only got 19,000, whatever. The summit was a bust. Alright, so there we go. That's all that I can do for this live summit. I've only been live for like 30 minutes, so we'll do some other stuff now. What should we do? Let me exit out of this. I have to exit out of the whole stupid summit. Alright, not what I wanted to do. I wanted to go here. Alright, so what else should we do for tonight? We could do some more of the regular races on the, you know, for the activities. I've already done all the races for this. Let's see if there's some other like seasonal races that I haven't done yet. Motorflix, yeah. So here's all the Motorflix episodes. So right now it's season 7, episode 2. Next week, if I stream this game again next Monday, it'll be season 8, episode 1. So we'll be starting season 8, which will be nice. For some reason, season 5 didn't have episodes. So I don't know if season 5 was shorter than normal, or if it was actually 4 months of just one thing. This is American Legends. They were doing like those like stories and stuff. I remember this. It wasn't actually like races like everything else. So yeah, they started this basically like a month after I got this game. So I got this game in like September 2020. I think it was October they started with this. The chase and then the hunt. And I can't do these because I don't have an interception vehicle. But if I did have one, I could do all these races. And then the hunt was with the enforcer vehicles, which is the off-road version of interception. And then the agency, I remember this. At this point, I had this channel, so I remember doing videos actually on the agency and the game, which were kind of like stunt races and stuff. I did all the regular street ones, and then they had off-road and other stuff too. I think the game was sort of the same stuff. Yeah, this one didn't even have like street cars. This was more off-road and freestyle stuff. Then they did these, the US Speed Tour East and US Speed Tour West, which was just a bunch of races, and it looks like I've actually done almost all the East ones and about half the West ones, so we could check this out. That was season 3. Season 4 was these contractor things, and this was just like doing deliveries and stuff. It was like, yeah, this one was kind of stupid because they were just pretty basic. It would just like randomly generate a path that you had to go on, and then you would make money just for driving it, basically. That's all that really was. Season 6, this was last season. Dominion Forsberg and Dominion Frozen. This was like a lot of like track racing and stuff. So there was actually some cool stuff. Dominion Frozen was the same thing, but it was like all icy and snowy. It's a lot harder to drive around actually. And then yeah, and then we had Into the Storm and Blizzard Rush. This was like driving in a sandstorm. This one is like driving in a blizzard. And that's about it. That's all the seasons and stuff here, so. Maybe let's check out US Speed Tour East. What did I not do here? Because I'm 93%. There's probably 1 or 2 races that I didn't do. There's only one. There's one race here that I haven't completed. Pikes Peak, St. Louis. And this is a rally raid race. Let's do it for fun, why not? Go make some money from this. A few followers. do some off-roading here. Pull out the Judge. See how this goes. It's already 5 o'clock. I gotta wake up at like 9 tomorrow. Whoa, what is the objective car I'm racing against? That thing is huge. It's a Hummer. That's like one of those full-size Hummers. Alright, so far so good. This is kind of a nice, relaxing rally raid race compared to what we had on tonight's summit. And this isn't like full rally raid. Full rally raid is where it's just like completely open off-road. No restrictions or anything, just a few checkpoints and that's it. This we actually have like these kind of, barriers. So it's almost more like Rallycross, but Rallycross, the roads are, you know, more thin, and there's usually a lot more ramps and stuff too. Obstacles. So this is kind of like restricted Rally Raid, because this is Rally Raid, just there's these, like, blue, you know, separators just kind of keeping me in line here. Which I'm fine with. This is mostly flat. Like, it's full off-road, like there's no path or anything, it's all like grass and stuff, but it's flat ground, it's pretty easy to drive on. So it's kind of a controlled rally raid race. Controlled off-road. This is like what the off-road is like in Need for Speed Heat. This is like the Need for Speed Heat off-road. Wish I could avoid crashing here, but we're still going strong. I think I'm probably way ahead of the bot. I don't even know the last time I saw him. There's no actual bots here, this is just me. It was just an objective, but the objective is always like a ghost car, it's transparent. And you can kind of see what the car is. It looked like a Hummer to me, it was huge. It was massive. It had the same kind of black and orange spec that this car has, that a bunch of the, like, rally raid cars in this game have. I'm not sure why, but orange is kind of the color they chose to represent off-roading in this game, and a lot of the rally raid cars are just kind of like black and orange, so. The Pontiac GTO Judge is like a classic, you know, like 1969 muscle car. This is the Rally Raid edition of it, which is something they do for this game, so. It's possible that someone tried making an off-road Judge in real life, but probably not. Probably just made that for this game. It's basically just the Judge with like off-road suspension and tires. So you can see it's way higher, like it's lifted off the ground, big suspension. It's got these huge like off-road wheels and tires. And that's about it. Other than that, it's the judge. And it has this black and orange paint job to signify that it's for Rally Raid. Beat that by about 38 seconds. That's good. Lots of followers, lots of bucks. Some parts there too, but my stock is full. Okay, Isaiah, welcome to the stream. So I've already finished the live summit for this week. We just did that race, and I'm pretty sure that is the end of US Speed Tour East, which probably finished, like, I don't even know, like a year ago or something, but I've now officially done all of the US Speed Tour East races, because that was the last one. It should give me some sort of reward, you know, now that I have that at 100%. I guess we can do a few of the West races tonight too. See what we have here. So we got some Rally Cross there. Jackson. We got, what is A? Alpha GP, I think, which is like F1 racing. Okay, we could do that. St. George. Got some touring car. Rally Raid, more touring car. Rally Cross. More Alpha GP. And touring car. Alright, so we got some off-road stuff and we got some like track stuff. Let's go with this Alpha GP race. Salt Lake to St. George. See how this goes. Red Bull RB13. I think this is still my only F1 car in this game. They're all pretty expensive. I don't remember how much this one cost me. I think this was like 300k, but it was like the cheapest F1 car. Most of them are like $1 million or more. In real life, these things are actually expensive as hell. It's like $20 million or something for an F1 car. Seems a little crazy to me. We know these cars are super fast, but still, they shouldn't be so expensive. This thing is really just flying through the wind right now. This feels pretty awesome. This track isn't too aggressive, but do have some turns to watch out for here. Okay, that was better. I find with the F1 cars, if you're about to crash and you kind of angle your car, the crash doesn't affect you that much. Like, it'll slow you down, but if you kind of hit it like on an angle like that and it hits you from the side, you're able to recover basically instantly and just keep driving forwards. Whereas if like a 90-degree turn is coming up and you don't turn and you just nosedive right into the wall, kind of like that, then it's really bad. Then your car just gets stuck and you're not going anywhere. This tunnel's kind of nice. Big turn coming up. There we go, slow down enough for that one. Keep it coming. This is a longer F1 race. We're not even halfway yet. And these cars are really fast. Like, we're really shredding some road right now, so... I'm not... What were the two places again? It said something to... I don't remember. I don't remember either of the locations. with all these U.S. speed tours, the races like start somewhere and then go somewhere else. So we're driving on a series of roads and highways right now that are all kind of closed off just for me. But we're going from one city in the U.S. to another. And they must be pretty far apart because in this game, in like less than an hour, you can drive from, actually not even that, like in 20 minutes, you can drive from like New York to Los Angeles in this game, which in real life would take you like over 24 hours. So for a race like this, that's going to take me about 6-7 minutes. These two cities must be really far apart. And plus, we're staying on the west here because this is US Speed Tour West, so we might be going from like New Mexico to Washington or vice versa. I have no idea. Whatever distance we're driving here has to be pretty great because this is a long race. It looks like we're kind of north right now, like northwest maybe, like Washington or Oregon. That's what it looks like to me. Careful. We're getting some serious distance now. We're almost done here. Also, is it just me or is the screen getting kind of darker? Seems like the brightness is kind of like low. Is that like a modifier or something they've applied for this race, or? I don't know, it just seems like the screen's getting kind of dark and I don't know why. It looks the same on my stream, so... Why is the game making everything so dark here? For how like bright it is outside in the game, it looks really dark. I bet when this race is over and we're back to the regular, just free roaming, it'll look a lot more bright here. Also, now we're like in the desert basically, but we started in like a nice, you know, more foresty looking area. So I'm thinking we went from like Washington down to New Mexico or something, but who knows? Who knows? Lots of money there, that's good. Got that done in under 6 minutes. There's my loot that I'm not going to be able to collect. Oh, never mind, it gave me those parts. It wouldn't let me pick up parts earlier, but now it'll let me pick up these. Okay. Anyways, that's it for that. I think we'll do maybe 1 or 2 more races here, so... If I go back to Motorflix, US Speed Tour West. So we just did Salt Lake to St. George. So Salt Lake City, I'm pretty sure, is in Utah, right? I don't know where Utah is. St. George. Should I look that up? How far did we just drive? Utah is somewhere in like, I guess kind of like northwest USA. Where's St. George? Trying to figure out where St. George in the US is. It's giving me areas in Canada or the actual St. George. St. George, USA. What state is it in? Huh? St. George is a city in Utah? But Salt Lake is also in Utah. Um, yeah, so I guess sometimes this game just doesn't really make a lot of sense at all. I don't really know how big Utah is, but in this game, in less than 30 minutes, you can drive from New York City to, to LA, California, but it can take you almost 6 minutes just to drive to two cities that are within Utah. So I have no idea. This game is kind of weird when it comes to the geography and stuff. I don't really know how that makes sense because this game actually has like a map of the US. Like it's smaller than real life, but it's still like to scale basically. I don't know. That doesn't make any sense to me. How it can take 6 minutes. And it's not like we were driving in a little loop there. We were driving in a big like sprint basically. We never even left the state. That doesn't make any sense at all. Okay, moving on. Let's go with a touring car race maybe. There's one here that looks good. San Francisco to Seattle. Okay, so this one's going from California all the way to Washington. This is probably a much greater distance than the race we just did, but the world record for the race we just did was 4 minutes and 12 seconds. The world record for the race we're about to do is only 3 minutes 17 seconds, so I guess in this game it's a smaller distance. Maybe Utah in this game is just huge. Maybe they decided that Utah should be the size of Canada in this game, and all the other states should be, you know, pretty close to their real size. I don't know. I don't get it, but we're going from San Fran to Seattle now, so let's do it. And this is an actual touring car race. I don't know which touring car has my parts right now, but we're about to find out. Pagani Zonda R. Okay, this car's pretty awesome. I remember I bought this as a part of a summit a month or two ago. It was called like Untamed Italians or something. It was this, a Ferrari F12 Berlinetta, and I don't remember what else. It might have just been the two cars. I think it was an F12 for street race, and then this Pagani Zonda R for touring. I was playing with Creepers and some other kid. And yeah, I don't remember how long ago that was, but we were streaming. And I remember that being an especially fun live summit. We had a good time. This car sounds pretty awesome. Nice Pagani V12. This is the Zonda R, which is kind of like Pagani's extreme track car. Nice and fast. We're in like the redwood forest right now. This is somewhere where I'd like to drive in real life. It'd be pretty fun. It's an area in northwest U.S. I know in Northern California and Washington as well. I guess Oregon would have like an area like this too. I guess somewhat near the west coast, where there's just a lot of these like giant redwood trees. And I've heard that some of them are so big they actually have roads like going through the base of the trees and stuff. Like that would be a pretty fun place to drive, especially if you have like a supercar or something. That'd be awesome. Almost went 240 miles per hour there. I guess the top speed of this thing is about 239. It seems like 230 without the nitrous. 239 with nitrous, but I did have to turn there, so 240 could be possible. I'm not sure why racing games limit top speed so much. I'm pretty sure in Forza Horizon 5, I remember taking my stock Koenigsegg Jesko and going 300 miles per hour. But in other games, it's like they're always kind of limiting the top speed. Like in Need for Speed Heat, basically every car in the game, if you just max them out, you can get them to go like 236 miles per hour. But that's like the top speed for every car, except for like the Koenigsegg Regera. And it's kind of the same thing in this game. It depends on like the different categories for the cars. But it seems like most of the cars are capping out around 230 to 250. Like, I don't know why they don't want you to hit the high 200s or like, God forbid, 300 miles per hour. Like, that's crazy. That's impossible. But there's like 10 different hypercars in real life that can go over 300 miles per hour now. Or that are supposed to, so. I don't know. And yeah, not to mention, like, this car isn't stock. Most of the cars I'm driving in this game are not stock. They're upgraded. I have tons of upgrades on them. They go from a, 700 horsepower up to, like, 1200 horsepower. They should definitely be able to go very fast. Anyways, it's going to be it for tonight. So I did everything that I could for the summit there, but it was kind of a bad one this week. We are getting a brand new, not only episode, but a new season in this game next week. So we'll have a lot of cool new stuff to check out. And yeah, other than that, that's it for tonight. So hope you guys enjoyed this stream on the Crew 2. And I will see you guys all next time. Goodbye.